Biopsy day. How you feeling? Say. Yep.
Any falls in the last 3 months?
Nope.
English as a first language?
Yep.
Do you want to self-identify as First Nation, Métis, or Inuit?
Nope.
Who do you want to list as an emergency contact?
Probably my dad.
Same last name?
Yep.
What's his first name?
Tom.
Same address or different?
Same address.
Do you want anyone else on the couch?
No, it's okay.
Talk your name again.
32.
Thank you.
Hi, how are you?
Any allergies for you?
Nope.
Congratulations. Alright, I just need wrist.
Yep.
Do you know where ambulatory care is?
It's just on these doors, right? Just on this side? Perfect.
I love the color of your hair.
Oh, thank you. Do I take this as well?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Good morning.
Who are you seeing today?
Dr. Zarian.
Thank you. All right, Robin, just to the far half of that next waiting room, they're going to call your name when they're ready.
Perfect. Thank you. Pad for when you bleed after the bed, the stirrups, and the incredibly scary trays. I also don't feel like the Ativan has kicked in at all. Like I feel normal. Fuck. The colposcopy machines. This is like the big microscope they look at things with.
For you?
Good, how are you?
So no bleeding today,
Nope.
and you no infection,
Nope.
no sex the last 48 hours.
Nope.
Okay, so we're doing a PAP also, Jody.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. So you need to come down.
Today, even better. So I was supposed to have therapy right now. And like I make very good use of my therapy. I feel like I really need therapy. And I'm at my mom's house and she just has a horrible internet connection. I'm not even using her Wi-Fi. Like I'm using my data. And like it still showed that I had 3 bars of service on my LTE and like I fucking it would not connect. I just spent my sessions are only 50 minutes long. And I just spent the first 30 minutes of that trying to connect to the point where the therapist just emailed me and was like, we're gonna have to reschedule. So that was great. Super fucking convenient for me. Because like I just have a lot of shit going on and I was looking forward to having my therapy session. I only do this once a month. And now I've rescheduled for 2 weeks from now because I couldn't fucking get it done today. Just have to pay again because I just completely lost out on this session. So that's great, as if today wasn't already a fucking shit show to begin with. Anyway, now that I'm done having my mental breakdown, the appointment itself wasn't as bad as the last biopsy I had. I don't know if that's because of the Ativan or if that's just because there was less actual biopsy taken. So the biopsy is like when they actually punch the skin out and cut a whole like part of your skin out to test that for cancerous cells or just abnormalities in your cells. Last time I had this done, I think I had 3 or 4 biopsies. This time was just the one, but it was with the PAP as well, and the colposcopy. However, the worst part of today was genuinely just getting the clamps in to open everything up. If the ladies are watching, the ladies know what I'm talking about. So there's different size clamps. Anyway, they tried the biggest size because obviously when you're doing this, you want the most open possible because you want to be able to see everything and test everything and see what's going on, especially because we are looking at the potential of there being dysplasia or cancer. And obviously you want to catch that. So you have to be very thorough with your check, as you should be as a doctor. Anyway, so the worst part was getting the clamps in because it was just back and forth, bigger size, trying to get it in, trying to get it in, not working, smaller size, trying to get it in, trying to get it in, then trying to open it. It was just, I went through a lot of tension just trying to get that in. And then the PAP itself, like, I find PAPs uncomfortable to begin with. Like, I find them to be painful, and they shouldn't be. Like, I think PAPs are painful. So of course he's really kind of aggressively scraping, because again, we're trying to do a very, very thorough check here because of the fact that this has been an ongoing thing for years of ascus and abnormalities within my cells, within my cervix. Again, to make sure there's no dysplasia or no cancer cells, we are trying to be very thorough with the checks here. So we did that. So I was just already very, very tender from all of that. And that was just like the first 10 minutes. I was only in there for like 30 minutes. Not even. Like, it wasn't a quick, it wasn't a slow procedure by any means. Like, I was in and out pretty quick. So then we go into the colposcopy, which is just looking. So it's a kind of a break. Like, you're still, completely stretched open. But it's just looking basically with a big magnifying glass to see what's going on. And then they put this like acid type stuff in there. And if it turns white, I believe is how it works. That's where they have to biopsy. So obviously if everything looks normal and then there was no discoloration when they put this product in, the solution in, obviously things are mostly normal. So he said everything looked great. We were like smooth sailing. So his office will call me sometime this week to go to set an appointment to go over the results. He's not concerned at all right now. He's like, everything looks to be pretty much back to normal. There was one spot that was just slightly changed. So he checked it anyway. But he doesn't think there's actually any reason for concern there. And he's pretty sure we can just go back to doing regular routine PAP tests every 6 months because I need a few negative ones in a row. So we're assuming that this is going to come back negative, meaning completely fine, normal, or at least ask us still. And if that continues on, we can just go back to regular PAP test every 6 months to make sure we get a few negative ones in a row, to actually confirm that we are good to go. Everything's back to normal, or at least back to ascus, and we can be fine. We can rule out the potential of this becoming cancerous anytime soon, if at all. Obviously, if I go back to regular PAP test and I do still have abnormalities coming back in my PAPs, then I do need to continue going back for biopsies. So one good negative one is what we want to start with. We want a few negative ones in a row. However, if I say this one comes back negative and then I go for a PAP and that PAP comes back abnormal and I have to go back through another biopsy after that, we just basically repeat the whole cycle. So it's just very frustrating because it's very unknown. This has been going on since June of 2021. It is now in January of 2025. So it's very frustrating cycle that we're going through here of trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with my cervix. Ascus is atypical squamous cells of undetermined significance, which the best I can tell of that is just your cells are doing something funky, but we don't know what it is. It's not cancer, but it's not normal. So that's as far as I understand, is what's going on there. Anyway, that's, I guess, all I have on that. I have a regular doctor's appointment coming up, probably the first week of February. I have to reschedule therapy. I'm booking personal training later. As far as the pain of this one goes, it just feels more like a period cramp, and as if you also did like a really hard ab workout. So it's not as bad as the last biopsy procedure I went through. I do think I'll be okay by tomorrow, to be honest, but I'm just a fucking emotional wreck today. How are you doing, Chance? Same.